What's happening, y'all? It's your man Earl. Today is Thursday, day 352 on the calendar, and I want to give this to you. It's late night, about to get ready to go to bed. Had a great day. Productivity once again. Today's 352. Late getting back from St. Louis. A lot of new things coming down the pipeline, but I also hear about a lot of people wanting to quit. And I want to encourage you. You can't quit. Now, quitting is always an option. I was in St. Louis uh, talking to people over the telephone, young kids, a couple adults, people. And I know 2020's been rough on people. We've lost loved ones. People are so overwhelmed that people are quote unquote leaving here dying. Just can't quit. The very fact of living means that there has to be a point in time of dying. So I want to give you a few things to be mindful of if you feel like quitting or throwing in the towel. Everybody hits a wall. All right. Nobody is impervious. Nobody is superhuman. Nobody is just go, 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 go. Everybody hits a wall. Everybody has uh, a time and a place, a situation, emotional stress. You're being worn out. You're being worn down. Everybody hits a wall, but it's how you hit the wall that means all the difference. We think about quitting because things may get tight, money's tight. Maybe there's no money at all coming in, but there's money. Money is tight. We don't want to go to the food pantry. We don't want to go get the food basket. We don't want to call for help. We don't want to call our family. We don't want to go to church and ask for assistance. I get all that. I've been down every one of those roads, by the way. Things get difficult. And a lot of people are just sick and tired of being shut up in the house, sick and tired of their job. It seems like there's a double standard, triple standard when you look at stuff on TV. These lockdowns, certain people can do everything. Certain people are considered essential. Other people are not essential. Restaurants are being just decimated across the country. And if you live in a state that is just, draconian lockdown measures, I feel for you. But you can't quit. Okay. Here's one of the secrets to not quitting. Nothing that you do has meaning unless you prioritize it. You give it meaning. I'm going to say it again. Nothing has meaning in life. Nothing is important in life unless you make it important, unless you give it meaning. All right. It is you. You give whatever you're concerned about life. You give whatever you're concerned about meaning. You give it meaning. You give it life. You give it your time. You give it your energy. You give it your mind, body. You give it. So it is important that you determine what you're going to give yourself to. Okay, so you have to give life, life. You have to give meaning, meaning. You have to give that which you want to have or receive. Okay? You hear me say this all the time. A lot of times, listen, you're going to have tough times. Okay? And this is why you have to have a plan. You have to have written goals because when life gets tough, you have to have something to look at. You have to be reminded of what you are doing and you have to be reminded of why you're doing it. Okay? So if you love your family, give your family meaning. Okay? You give your family meaning. You give your life meaning. Here's a huge one, number 2. Your ego can be a hindrance. How do I say it a different way? You get into trouble really quickly when you think the world evolves around you. Meaning, everything's supposed to go my way. Newsflash, it's not going to go your way. Believe me when I tell you. And a lot of us, a lot of you who follow us on the channel, a lot of people that I talk to, when you can let go of your ego, you can let go a lot of your problems, because a lot of your problems are self-inflicted based upon your imaginative ego idea, super id. Okay. Here's another way to say this. Getting rid of your ego is a lot of people. So people are so self-centered that they take things too personally. Okay. You take things way too personally. And guess what? It's because your ego and you think everything's about you. And here's my last point, and I'm going to be done with reasons why you can't quit. Number 1, number 3, you have to come to the understanding that nothing in this world is perfect. All right. So your job, your business, your family, your children, and the list goes on and on, your church, nothing in this world is perfect. Therefore, you're going to have issues. You're going to have problems. Okay. So don't have this illegitimate idea of perfection when life is not perfect. All right. And what do I mean by that is a lot of people wait until things are perfectly okay to take a step forward or take a step back. And that's why you're paralyzed. And that's why you want to quit, because you're waiting for things to be just right. And you can't wait for things to be just right. Okay. So let me recap and go back to my notes. All right. Number 1 reason why you can't quit, okay, is because, let me go back to my notes here. You quit because what you're doing doesn't have meaning. You got to give what you're doing meaning. Number 1, give it meaning. Give it an existence. Give it life. Give it purpose. All these are under the number 1. Okay? Nothing has meaning unless you give it meaning. Number 1. Number 2, okay? You got to get rid of your ego, player. You got to get rid of your ego, sir. You got to get rid of your ego, man. Stop being so self-centered. Everything's not about you. Okay? And the last point, the reasons why people quit because they think everything has to be perfect, and it is not. Okay, so it's your man Earl, day 352. Reasons why you cannot quit. All right, we love you. God bless you. God keep you. You got to fight. You got to take steps to move forward. Sit down, collect yourself, get your notepad out, get your pencil out, get your journal out, and listen to this a couple times. And I'm praying for you. You cannot quit. You cannot throw in the towel. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.